Now I would like to invite ever cheerful Raj Naik to narrate his experiences of working with Vikram. Raj Naik needs no introduction in the media industry, where he has built a remarkable legacy as a transformative leader and innovator, holding leadership roles in top organizations and driving creativity and growth in Indian entertainment. Currently, as the founder and managing director of House of Cheer, he has extended his vision to champion happiness and well being through groundbreaking platforms like Happiest Places to Work and Happiness.me, redefining success by placing joy and positivity at its core. Over to you, Raj Naik, sir.
You know, after Rajnikant to come here and stand and then speak is a very difficult task. You know, I don't know how I'm going to... Sridhar, I've become a fan of yours wherever you are, and I'm going to call you Rajnikant from now on. Okay? That's your new nickname. But thank you, 3SFI, for giving me this opportunity to come here and speak about a person whom I hugely admire, respect, and value. You know, I've known Vikram for almost 3 decades. And even if I had to devote 1 minute for each year to speak about him, I'll need about 30 minutes. So please bear with me. I'm just kidding. Sudesh has told me that you got only 3 minutes, so you better finish within those 3 minutes. It's 30 years, Vikram, almost 30 years. I first met Vikram when we did a deal on cricket. It was the Asia Cup, and I've got a little anecdote here. It used to be called the Pepsi Asia Cup because Pepsi used to sponsor it, and Vikram those days used to work with Coke. And Pepsi and the agency then tried to be smart. And they realized that we have to, as a broadcaster, I used to work for Star Sports, as a broadcaster, we have to call it the Pepsi Asia Cup. So they decided they won't buy sponsorship from me, because anyway it will be called Pepsi Asia Cup. They said we'll buy a few spots and that's done. And they went and signed sponsorship deal with Doordarshan. And those days, two big advertisers, especially on cricket, was Coke and Pepsi. And we reached out to Coke, and it was like, why would Coke present Pepsi Asia Cup? I went through the contract and I realized that nowhere in our contract with ICC had we written, or there was a thing that we had to call it the Pepsi Asia Cup. So I spoke to my counterparts in Hong Kong and I said, let's not call it the Pepsi Asia Cup. And that's the time when I met Vikram and Sanjeev Gupta and Coke signed the deal. And we said, Coke presents Asia Cup. And then those days, I see Santosh here. No, that was Biba Rishi, sorry. Biba Rishi. And so Pepsi came and said, how can you do this? And things like, we said, you buy the sponsorship with us, then we will call it the Pepsi Asia Cup. So Coke and Pepsi, because I think, I hope I got it right, but I think Pepsi had also blocked Doordarshan. Coke couldn't buy in Doordarshan. So then I think there was a compromise where both of them came, and that's my first encounter with Vikram. So I've known Vikram as a client, and then I've known Vikram as a colleague when he joined Star TV to head the marketing. And what Vikram did was he brought science to promo planning in the organization. Because, you know, when you're running a huge network, you run promos, but you don't attach a value to it. But as a marketing head, what Vikram did was, and Sridhar just mentioned, he knows numbers and he's hardcore for ROI. So he decided to put a value on the amount of promos that we ran on our own network. So that's Vikram for you. And then I've known him as agency head in Group M, Madison. Anupriya and Sridhar have spoken. So I'm not going to speak about his career, his journey and things like that because they've already covered it. And that's the disadvantage of being a speaker to come second. But I'll tell you things about Vikram, which probably most of you know, but I would like to validate it. People who know Vikram will agree with me. He is one of the most enduring people in our industry. You know, I am saying this in public, but there are a lot of women I love, but Vikram is one man I love. Okay? His integrity is impeccable. And for all his hard exterior, he's a tough negotiator, but he's all heart. And over the last 27, 28, whatever number of years that we've known each other, I've got to know Simi. I've got to know his beautiful wife, Simi. Let me put beautiful. His two lovely daughters, Dia and Tara. And so I've known him not just as a professional, but I've also known him as a friend. So that's Vikram for you. You can rely on him for anything. He is one of those people who, in spite of everything that he's achieved in his life, and, you know, Anupriya just mentioned his illustrious career, he's been humble. I think his biggest asset is his humility. And I can go on, but I've got 3 minutes, and Sudesh is giving me the dirty looks. I'm trying to remember many things, but like I said, his contribution to the industry, I had the opportunity of working with Vikram in the advertising club, and he's like, when he takes up something, he's extremely passionate about it. And you stole my thunder, Sridhar, by playing that song, but I think, and if all of you raise your hands, I think Vikram should sing it live. I think we should. Let me give him the mic. So that's an incentive for you to stay back till midnight if you want to listen to Vikram in action. Okay? Vikram, let me tell you something. Lifetime Achievement Awards what it actually means, it's the beginning. It's a beginning. So your best is yet to come, my friend. Okay? I wish you all the very best. And I love you. I truly love you. You're a wonderful human being. And there are very few people like you. And like Sridhar said, you are a living legend. Thank you.